Hey guys, welcome to That Game Show, the show that talks about all the stuff in the nerd world and all the stuff in between. I am your host, Chase Bunker. Joining me today, he is the half-Asian sensation. It's Curtis Coe.
Hello, everyone.
One name to rule them all. It's Murph Murphy.
How's it going, guys?
Oh my gosh, that audio. And then player 4 has entered the game. It's Daniel Clegg.
Been demoted.
You have, because you don't have a snazzier intro. All right, guys, thank you very much for joining me on the panel, and thank you guys very much for watching. Whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us via podcast, thank you for making us a part of your day. Guys, nothing really big happened, so I'm just going to openly admit that I had my first fantasy football draft. I got Peyton Manning as my paladin, which was nice, and it kind of made me sit back and want. It's a football player. Yeah, it's
I'm confused.
What, a paladin? What does that mean?
I know.
I mean,
Well, it means that he's obviously lawful good. He can smite evil.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily.
Okay, fine. If we're playing third or fifth, but not fourth.
Does he consecrate his enemies? Like,
Yes,
JC
he
gotta
can.
explain this to
And
us.
he's also good at like giving the ball to others.
Actually, fifth, they're not lawful good as well.
Okay, all this is going right through my ear, in one ear and out the other.
So he's immune to disease. So you picked him up so he wouldn't take any injuries, I guess.
Right.
He can heal other players, which means he can actually stop injuries on the field as well.
All of this makes sense to us, Jace.
All
Right.
this makes zero sense to me, but that's
And he
okay.
And he can also stop people from lying, so it's all
Okay.
good. So
All
they
right.
can't fake the pass.
It was one of those things. Like I kind of sat back and like as I wrote that joke that I've repeatedly said like every year I play fantasy football. Like, what if we
Wait,
actually?
hold on.
Like,
You wrote it down?
no, I'll write it down in my head.
Okay.
It kind of made me think for a second. If we actually did a real fantasy draft, omit like all the gods, like no Cthulhu, no Galactus, oh gosh, his name is escaping me right now. Purple dude, Infinity Gauntlet. Thanos, thank you.
On that one.
So
So
none of those, or Godzilla, or any kaijus whatsoever.
Oh.
If we created like our own fantasy draft, I almost said giraffe, but our own fantasy draft, how do you think we would handle this? Like,
So-
who would probably
so-
be like the best quarterback?
So can I jump in here because
Yes.
this exists and it's actually already pretty awesome.
No, it exists. I'm trying to be creative.
I
And-
know. Well, it's called the Suvudu, SUDVU. I think I'm mispronouncing something, but basically they put a bunch of fantasy protagonists and the madness of the May. March Madness.
March
there you
Madness.
go.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Madness of the May.
Madness
Wow.
of the May. I like that.
Madness
better.
of March. Style. They actually occasionally they actually get the authors of the people who wrote the book. So like George R. Martin did like when Tyrion Lannister I think went against Kavoth from the Kingslayer chronicles.
Okay.
It's the audience vote, but it's whoever wins. Then they have to kind of explain how their character would win.
That part's cool. Like I know GameSpot does that, and I think IGN also does it, where like they'll put like 64 like same bracket style 64 video game characters, and they have to go up against each other, and it's all based off of popular vote and everything. And it's usually like either like a Link will win against Sephiroth. Like that's usually it every year.
Yeah, like that's the problem is it just boils down to popularity, which I
Yeah.
find is just not satisfying.
Yeah,
Sure.
it really isn't. But I mean, I guess
So
technically
how would you do it, Kurt or Chase?
What?
I would.
Nope.
What?
If we're doing like, I'm thinking based off of football positions, like based off of the sport. Like if I want a quarterback, I want Bullseye from the Daredevil series as my quarterback because he's the most
Chase, I
accurate
won't let you
person
finish,
ever.
but I feel like we did this a few months ago over
We-
Skype. Didn't
we
we do
did.
this with?
Okay.
I had
kinda
a video
remember
of
this
it,
too.
but then I realized, oh wait, this is taking up too much data, and also there's no way I can actually put this up because in context this doesn't even work. So like,
You're saying we have to match superhero powers to relevant positions in football, like you want your Flash to be your running back,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I know running back someone who runs because it's in the title. That's
Right.
Yes.
And you want someone who can draw, so to be linebacker because it has lines in it.
Yes,
And you want someone
who's good
rich.
with money to do the quarterback.
Yeah, all right.
We're with
Scrooge
you. I got
McDuck.
this.
Scrooge
Scrooge-
McDuck.
That is perfect.
For quarterback.
Yep.
We'll also
Oh
go
my
with
God.
a paladin somewhere in there. Just
Apparently,
throw
yeah.
I don't know what that. Maybe the coach is a paladin.
No,
or-
like the coach will have to be like all coaches are just gonna be Deckard Cain.
Ah,
And you're just gonna yes, look, a quarterback. You must find the ball, throw it, and the touchdown is yours. Well done, quarterback. Well done indeed.
I would like my quarterback to be Kadala from Diablo 3 because she would be the best fake out ever. It's like, oh, I got the ball. No, just kidding. Here's something super useful for you. Bad joke from Diablo 3. I apologize.
I was trying to remember. It's like it's been a while since I played Diablo 3. And it's like,
She is the person that you give blood shards to and is supposed to give you good weapons, but 90% of the time gives you absolute garbage.
all right. Oh,
So-
Diablo 3, you were fun for 12 minutes.
What? Still fun.
I liked it on PS4.
I never tried it on
I
PS4. I
did
feel like it'd
too.
been great for a console. Like I'm surprised like it took this long.
I
It works
kind of
really well.
like it better on the PS4, honestly. Like it's
Really?
really good.
It kind of plays like Gauntlet, doesn't it?
It plays exactly like Gauntlet.
Yeah, but better. Especially the newer Gauntlet.
Ooh.
I'm comparing it to the newer Gauntlet that came out like last year. That
Oh,
one-
okay. I never played that
Oh.
one.
I haven't either.
I
Did
just
you play
remember-
that one, Click?
Yeah, I think there was a demo or I played at someone's house or something.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I don't own it. It's not in my Steam library.
Yeah. It's not
You
one of the like thousands of games that you have on there.
Right.
No, here's the like speaking of Steam libraries, I was talking with our friend Ben recently, and he got his computer upgraded, and he's now going through his Steam library, and he is now making it a task to beat every single game on his Steam
Oh.
library. Mind you, if something's on sale, he usually gets it.
Gets it. Yeah.
Yep.
Like I think he's
Well,
gotten
you
like
don't wanna
every
lose
weekend.
money on these deals, so you
No,
Right.
you don't. But like I think like he's gotten every weekend sale. I think since
since
like,
you started using Steam.
I
pretty much.
think
So-
so. Yeah.
I remember there's a website out there that you can like hook your Steam profile
Yep.
into, and it will also hooks up to timetobeat.com, which will tell you how long it takes to beat a game, and then tells you how many years you have to clear out your Steam library.
Oh my God, that's disturbing.
That is.
I don't want to do that.
I don't
That's
either.
like when you look at your time played in World of Warcraft or any other MMO, and you just get depressed when you realize I could have done something useful. with my
300
life
hours on
last-"
payday.
You know,
I spent 3
100
months in World of
days.
Warcraft.
oh dude, I've got well over a year.
I don't
Honestly.
want to look ever because then I'll be logging in again, and then
Yeah.
bad
That's how
things
they
will
get you.
I'll hop back on that train.
I'm gonna log on to WoW real quick, just see how I'm at. Oh, I suddenly wasted 3 hours playing it.
I'm just playing Heroes of the Storm casually, guys, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phew.
Yeah.
Fairly
You and
consistent,
everybody
though.
else in this podcast.
Yeah.
Consistently casual.
Consistently.
Consistently casual.
Still just hit my level 12.
Yay.
Oh man.
Oh,
You
like
get
your
a
profile,
fourth
not
free
character,
champion.
right?
Yep, I got my fourth character just in time for the rotation.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's I find myself playing Heroes of the Storm more and more. I'm like, I hated this at one point. Am I that much of a hypocrite?
Well, just take solace in the fact that we are playing Heroes of the Storm way less than we used to play League of Legends.
This is also very true.
way less.
I'm waiting for the episode where I come out and say that Gone Home's actually one of my favorite games ever now.
All right, we need to do this one of these days.
One of these days.
You know what should happen? I think this is a great idea for an episode. Is you and Murph are on the episode while one of you is playing Gone Home, and then you two can commentate on how good or awful this is at the same time.
No, because here's the thing. Like IGN, I'm applying for a job at IGN. Probably won't get it, but that's okay. Like they need writing, so I wrote an article like why I hate Gone Home, and then
Ooh.
I was like, no, I wrote a 5-paragraph essay. 4 paragraphs of it were saying how like all these things I love about it, and then there's this like one searing paragraph of why it's like I even say like Chase, all you've done is just talk positively about it. How could you hate this game? And then I just say like all these things like this is why I did not like it.
Well, I mean,
I know. One of these
Yeah.
days, we're
One
gonna
of
get
these
that
days.
episode. We're gonna
One
get
of
that
these days.
episode.
It's not
So
a bad idea. I
it's
would
not
like
a
to
bad
see-
idea.
No, they might not actually let you do that because you'd be giving away the entire story of the game.
Oh yeah, that's a thing that they don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
I mean, we'll just get it like up until the end. It's like, all right, we're gonna cut it off here. I mean, the episode would probably take an hour because I mean, it's not that long of a game.
Anyways.
It's anywhere between an hour and 3 hours.
Look, man, speed runs under 3 minutes. So
Yeah.
I think it's actually under a minute now.
Wait, a speed run gone home?
Yeah, they speedrun everything.
Yeah, they speed run everything.
Yeah, you can do Ocarina of Time in like half an hour or something.
That part I just don't like. That's
I mean,
just
you
always
do it
trash.
via glitches, right?
Yeah.
It's not actually
See,
playing.
that's the thing that I don't like. It's like you have to break the game in order for you to beat it. Like that's not speed running. That's just
Yeah,
what
it is. So
is.
here's the thing. Like I would say sometimes even the glitchier runs tend to take even more skill than the non-glitched runs because like we're talking about like frame perfect movement and just memorizing to a crazy degree. So like for example, there's the Earthbound speed run which they did in under 40 minutes at their latest Summer Games Done Quick. The guy had like a literal notebook of how exactly he was going to fight the last boss.
Wow.
Like he
Okay,
just
that's pretty much insane.
right, like he had it down to like, all right, I have to move on like the fourth move. I have to like select each thing, go back forward, back forward, back forward, go to the item inventory, hit B, hit B, hit B, go back, and like it was insane. But he did it, which was
It's
weird.
a lot of research.
That
required to do
is
that.
that's just too much dedication. Like even for me, I love Mega Man X. I can't go that full detail to where I'm just gonna do that.
Look, man, look at all the money they raised for Doctors Without Borders, though.
Yeah.
That's true. They
there you go.
do a lot of great stuff for them.
I don't know if you guys watched it, but that Portal no glitch run was pretty fantastic.
I didn't watch it.
It was really impressive. The guy was telling you the theory behind everything he was doing. It was really interesting to watch.
Yeah.
Um,
A lot of it is, hey, how good are you at commentating and playing at the same time?
Correct.
Did you guys watch the Fear the Walking Dead season premiere?
Nope. I'm out.
No,
It's apparently
do
like
the
the
horror.
highest. It's like the most watched series premiere ever.
It's not surprising.
Yeah.
Did they say on network television or on cable television?
I didn't see
or-
that. I would assume cable because I don't think AMC is.
Yeah, I believe you're right. I'm just wondering versus like Game of Thrones, like
That's
some
true.
of their premieres.
But like, this is
Anyways.
series premiere, not season premieres.
Oh, okay, that's a good point.
Yeah. So I know that was a big thing that came out. The video game review sites are already reviewing Metal Gear Solid: The Phantom Pain, and
very
they're
positively.
like
Correct.
like I think very positive is an understatement. Like these are getting like perfect
Yeah.
scores.
Wow.
Yeah.
I haven't played 4 yet.
Neither
I
have
haven't
I.
played any of them.
Actually, yeah,
Except
same
for
here.
three.
Actually,
Oh, like I would think even 1 holds up, even if it's like a PS1 era game.
Wasn't there like a Twin Snakes
Yeah.
for the GameCube
Yep.
that was supposed to be really good too? That was redoing 1.
Yeah, because I remember like G4 was all about like Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes out for GameCube. It's like, isn't this just a remake?
What?
Yeah, I mean, there's a remake made for PS3 that's all like HD and
Yeah.
all that.
Well, the funny thing I realized about the GameCube as well, like some of the best games were all remakes.
That's true.
Resident Evil, Metal Gear Solid, 2 games that were the best.
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
wouldn't it
else.
be interesting though if that game came out and it really is as good as everyone's saying? Because then we would have 3 in my mind major contenders for Game of the Year. We've got Witcher, we've got Batman,
Which is off the
Ooh.
radar for me.
we've got
I don't think-
this one.
Go ahead. I was gonna say I don't think Batman's gonna make Game of the Year.
I don't think
think
so.
I think
I don't think it
won't just because of the PC
Yeah.
debacle, which is
I
really
don't-
unfortunate because on the other 2 consoles, it's been getting stellar reviews.
So I don't. Here's the thing. I've played it. I've been playing it. It's not very good. It's not breaking like the Batmobile stuff is bad.
That's what I've heard. I heard that Batmobile isn't like it doesn't control well.
No, I mean,
Really?
but even like the controls are fine, but like just doing stuff in the Batmobile isn't fun.
Yeah.
Mm.
Like what are some strong Game of the Year contenders right now? Like as we're talking about that, we've already said Witcher 3. Probably
Absolutely.
Phantom Pain as of right now.
I would say so. Yes. What else has come out this year?
Splatoon
is very popular.
Potentially.
I don't know.
Bloodborne came out this year, right?
I believe so.
Did it? I'll check.
I believe so. Clegg, check that for us.
We have Fallout 4 coming at the tail end of the year too, which is going to be pretty heavy.
March of this year is when Bloodborne came out. You're right.
Yeah. So Bloodborne would be in there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's going to get hurt because it's it is platform exclusive,
and it's also
one of the few.
I would say the same thing about Splatoon.
Yeah,
and a much smaller platform. Exclusive.
Well, I think it's also going to hurt both those games because they're earlier in the year, and you tend to pick games that are later in the year because they're fresher in your mind.
Yeah, it's true.
I agree.
I mean, are we counting GTA 5 because it came out on PC?
No,
because that came out on consoles like last year or the year before that.
Yeah, it came out last year. No, I think that came. No, that was 2013.
I think I will predict you will see some people naming GTA 5 Game of the Year just because of the enhancements to the PC version, but
I don't know. I don't
agree with that though.
Yeah.
I don't think so either, but I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
You can't put a game back in that roster just because you enabled mod support, basically, right? Like
but mod support adds a whole slew of everything. I mean,
like an assault rifle that shoots out cars.
That's true. I mean, but that's entertaining in its own right.
But in that case, in my opinion, the developer is no longer responsible for that game being what it is. It's the community. So Game of the Year is, in my opinion, about presenting the developers with an award for making a great game. If your players are making it, that's great, but that's a different thing. It's a different animal.
Yeah, right? It is.
What about was Heroes of the Storm this year, or was that last year?
Yeah, it was this year.
Yeah, that was this year.
Yeah, see?
I have a feeling that one won't be a real contender.
I think it will be.
I want to say because I saw Hearthstone appear on a couple lists, and
it was ours last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was last year. I mean, if you're going to count the expansion pack that just came out yesterday, which is very good, but I wouldn't put it in Game of the Year.
I don't know. It's not this year.
We really
last year was a kind of a Wait, am I thinking right?
I don't know. I feel like right now we need to get like somebody that can help us decide.
I have a list of games open. I'm just kind of running through it. I'll yell some out when I find something that I think
actually, Curtis, we might know a guy who can help us out.
Huh?
And his name is John Cena.
I wish I didn't like that meme as much as I do.
I really love that. I love that meme.
I love it so much.
What about Hotline Miami 2? Would that be a contender for that?
That is not getting a lot of buzz.
It's not like
okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say so.
Tales of Borderlands.
I thought about that, but right now, like as I played the first episode, it didn't capture me as much as the first Wolf Among Us did.
Okay.
Actually, Fractured Butthole I think comes out this year as well, doesn't it?
Sorry.
I feel like that could also be a very strong contender.
It's true. What were you saying, Murph?
I was just saying I heard Tales from the Borderlands picks up in the later chapters.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Another one that I think I've only played in this group, Pillars of Eternity, is a pretty heavy contender for RPG at least of the year.
Like I'm racking my brains, and there has not been like an indie breakout hit.
Ollie Ollie 2 is a big one.
Yeah. But that's not really.
I Am Bread.
Yeah.
No,
I'm just throwing out.
Right, yeah.
Like, I remember the rumor that like they were trying to get Troy Baker to be the voice of Bread, and I'm thinking like, he was Booker DeWitt, he was Joel, and he was the Joker. Now Troy Baker in the role that he was meant for. Troy Baker is Bread.
I mean, I didn't play the Scholar of the First Sin either for Dark Souls 2, but
I don't think that's different. I mean, it is different from Dark Souls 2, but I don't think it is different enough.
Really, an expansion pack basically. It's the same thing as a Hearthstone expansion or anything.
It's more of a remix. Like they went and rethought some enemy placements.
Right.
But yeah.
Battlefront game comes out and Tomb Raider
That's
come
true.
out this year
Battlefront
as well.
could.
See
Does-
how they do.
Depending on
Does-
how Dice's launch goes.
Right.
Is Tacoma coming out this year, or is that 2016?
What was it? Tacoma?
Tacoma.
I think Tacoma's
Tacoma. It might be to be determined.
Okay, I think
Confirmed
that-
but not dated.
Okay, yeah, I think that's so those are the Gone Home people. This one's in Space Chase, so
Oh.
you better like it.
2016. Okay. Maybe.
Some other big ones that are coming out this year. Just Cause 3 is coming out this year.
Right.
Okay,
The
that
new
could be good.
Hitman game is coming out this year.
Okay.
Star Wars Battlefront is coming out this year. Rise of Tomb Raider, Fallout 4, the Star Fox game that nobody really cares about.
Yeah, unfortunately, I want to be excited about it, but
I have a feeling Fallout 4, like, we were going through all this research, but I'm pretty sure, like, Fallout 4 is just going to take everything.
Well, it depends, because I mean,
Or
like,
Phantom Pain. Or Phantom Pain.
it could be a buggy mess. I mean, and that's pretty common for Bethesda games. Is it comes out and it doesn't work 100% right.
you know,
So-
6 months ago, I think we all would have said the next Batman game is just going to do fantastic. Nothing is ever going to go wrong with the Batman game. Rocksteady is a AAA.
I'm pretty sure we actually
maker,
did say
right?
this.
I think
So,
we pretty much did.
Anything can happen, basically.
Yeah,
The
All right.
Mad Max game is coming out, but I mean,
I'm not-
I haven't
looks
heard a lot of buzz
okay.
about that,
No.
but I want it to be good because the
Until
movie, the movie
Dawn
was fantastic.
Could be the next big horror franchise.
it's getting middling kind of reviews.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard a lot about Until Dawn as a PS4 exclusive, being a horror game. Has a lot of buzz,
Yeah.
like horror buzz, but I don't know. I haven't
Horror
seen
buzz.
it.
I do want to play that one, but I need to. Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
was Darkest Dungeon this year?
Oh yeah, that was a
Is
good.
I think it
it-
did go live this year.
Is it out of early? See, that's where
I
it's
think
weird
still
because
in early access.
like
Right, so
I think
if
it
you count
started.
that.
I think it started in early access in 2015, and then. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. How do you
Yeah.
place that?
Yeah.
When's the actual release?
I would say the
It
release
still is
date is
2015.
when they leave early access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Has Darkest Dungeon like actually improved and added a whole bunch of
Yes.
stuff since? Okay.
they added new levels. They added new classes. They also have given you an option to take the insanity type of thing out of the game.
Which is like the major gameplay mechanic of the game.
But they're also noting that some things are not working as intended, as in you're growing insane faster than they expected you to. So
Well, I mean, that's just early access, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right.
yep.
All right.
Cool.
Well, this is a fun discussion. With that, it's game time. I have the game this week. In honor of my birthday this week, these are all obscure questions
I think
about me.
Let's do it.
Oh, I think I could do better about sports.
It's not sports. It's like zero.
I said I think I would do better on sports.
Oh, yeah.
Uh,
All right. These are all going to be obscure questions. It's going to be, slightly comedic, but that's okay.
okay.
So here we go.
Okay.
Who are my two favorite bands of all time?
I knew that was going to be one of the
Oh, I
questions.
knew this one. I know this
I can
one.
do.
Can
I
buzz
know
in?
Finger 11 is one of them.
Correct.
Finger 11 and then 30 Seconds to Mars.
Correct. And for extra bonus points, name the rest of the top 5.
ABBA.
No.
The Beatles.
No.
We got to go more
Spice
obscure than that,
Girls.
man.
Wrong.
Linkin Park.
No. The answers are Billy Talent, Volbeat, and My Chemical Romance.
Oh, I never would have guessed those. three.
I know one of those.
All right.
Chemical Romance, right?
Yeah.
That's the only one I've heard of.
I've worn the
All
Billy
those.
Talent shirt like on the show a bunch of times.
I know.
Um,
Chase, I don't spend a lot of time looking at your chest. Sorry. I just.
That's
no.
good because I'm not an item you could just gawk at.
Right, and I respect that.
Yes.
So
Who is my
why
guilty
he-
pleasure band?
ABBA.
Correct. What to me was the best song of the 90s?
Hit Me Baby One More Time.
Incorrect. Though that is number 4.
Wow. Okay.
that's
Oh.
pretty good.
Toxic then.
No, that came out in 2000s.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
excuse me.
Can we go with Down with the Sickness?
No, that is a good one though.
If You Want to Be My Lover.
No.
Let the Bodies Hit the Floor?
No.
90s.
Yep.
Oh,
Wait,
man.
that was in the 2000s, too.
I don't. Yeah.
90s.
I was cognizant.
All
This
right,
day.
and then for extra points, name number 2, number 3. These are all male singers.
Okay, that's helpful. Male singers.
Uh,
So Ricky Martin. Let's go with Living La Vida Loca.
Yes, number one.
is it
Really?
I love
Jake-
that song. It's also a very metal song too, if you think about it. Like if you listen to the lyrics, like this is really dark, but awesome.
Living la vida loca for Satan?
Okay, that's
I love it. We need to get this cover going.
all right. All right. Can you get number 2, number 3?
The
Murph
JT song?
You're close.
Backstreet Boys.
No. He's close with
NSYNC?
yes, with.
Bye bye bye.
There you go. Number 2. And number 3.
Christina Aguilera.
No. No.
See you
I
at the
said male.
crossroads?
I thought he said male
Yeah.
singers.
You did. I know. I'm just.
Gangster's Paradise?
No. The answer
was good.
is The Thong Song
NSYNC.
by Cisco.
Okay.
Okay.
What is the thong song?
Look it up.
You've
on
never heard the
Uh,
Thong Song?
Well, maybe I have.
It's only
I feel
the
like
third
everything
best
is
song of the
probably
90s.
Yeah,
Next
and
to
that
Bye Bye
is
Bye and Living the Vida Loca.
In
I think-
Chase's edition of I Love the '90s, top 3.
What song did I beg Curtis and Clegg to play at their weddings?
It's Raining Men.
Bohemian Rhapsody.
No.
It's Raining
yes.
Men. You begged me.
No,
to
that's
play
that's the next
Raining
that's the
Men.
next question, but what song did you add though that I had to beg for you? You just said the band earlier.
We did.
Yes.
The Beatles.
No.
Carly Rae Jepsen.
No.
Call me maybe.
Actually, I think that
Um,
was at Clegg's wedding.
Was it?
I think
don't
so.
even remember,
But
man.
anyways, this song that
In Sync.
no, the answer was Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Oh, dance.
Oh, you did ask for that.
Yes.
I
That's,
remember.
that's a good wedding song.
What song
That
was I
is-
thoroughly disappointed that you guys didn't play at your weddings?
It's Raining Men.
Thank you.
That same one.
Because it was weird.
It's not weird. It's a good
is
song.
weird.
It's Raining
I'm not
Men by
saying-
the Weather Girl. It's not like I'm asking for Gay Bar by Electric Six.
Have you ever listened to that song? That song is very strange.
That's my go-to for karaoke.
Speaking of which, what's my go-to for karaoke?
God, these are all music
It's,
questions.
Yeah, like-
it's Raining Men.
No, close though.
Gay bar.
No, nope,
Danger, high voltage.
nope.
Football Jesus America.
Football America,
It's a song.
Jesus, thank you.
That one too.
I believe in a thing called love, the darkness.
Oh.
I can hit that high note, thank you. What's my favorite video game of all time?
Mega
Bastion.
Man X.
I
Wrong.
would say one of the Mega Man games.
That's that's the top 5, but it's not my favorite game of all time.
Is that Bastion?
No,
Oh,
top 10.
okay. We're gonna go with Indigo Prophecy.
Close.
Then we're gonna go with that other one they made, Heavy Rain.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I love Heavy Rain so much. Slow beginning, strong finish. What episode of Doctor Who can I not watch twice?
Oh, I know this.
Oh, the one where David Tennant goes away.
Yes. I just can't. It's...
No spoilers. I haven't seen it yet. I'm in the
Oh,
middle
man.
of
It's
David
bad.
Tennant, though.
Follow it up with Rose Tyler's final episode.
Oh,
Well, I'm not there yet either.
that was
Really?
Well, I'm in the middle of David
Slow.
Tennant.
Okay.
He's a slow worker.
Yeah. What was my nickname in high school?
The Flash.
No.
Seaman.
No.
Sea Dog.
Speaking of which...
That was mine. I had that gamer tag for a while.
That was Curtis's gamer tag, and of course, like that was like back when we were younger. We thought nothing of it until
Yeah, and then all of a sudden someone was like, "You know what that is, right?" I was like, "Oh, well, it's time to change my gamer tag."
no, because like for years I tried to make you get Jet Black, and you're like, no, I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna stick with Seaman, and then you change it. It's like, why did you change it? It's like, because Seaman. It's like, doot doot doot. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yes. I think it was my dad was like, "Don't put that on there anymore," and I was like, "Oh." Yeah, I was like, "I don't get it," and he explained to me. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Yes.
was
Bunker
like-
Buster.
I was like 8 at the time, I think, so I had no idea. Anyways,
If I no, the answer is the Beast.
the Beast.
Yes.
Okay, I do remember
What was
that.
the one joke that we made? If I ever started in a gay porn, what would the title be?
Night in the Bunker.
Night in the Bunker.
There you go.
Night in the Bunker.
Oh, okay.
I knew
That's
that.
easy.
Yes.
Man in the
Okay,
Turret.
I should have gotten that one.
Yes.
Fire down below. We had so many names.
Oh,
for this.
we created like a whole
It was a whole
a
series.
whole series.
All right.
All right, that was. I think those are fun, like obscure questions.
Apologies to Murph. There was no way he was going
There
to
was a few of these,
any of those.
but I think.
I'm just the audience surrogate. I
But
guess.
you know what? I give Murph credit because he had a lot of good guesses.
That's true, especially on the music one. Man. I was just like,
you're out of my element.
It helps that I was alive during the decade.
Yes.
So.
yeah, that's true.
Oh, by the way, I realized this. I could also ask these. Childhood crush. Who was it?
The Pink Power Ranger.
Thank you. That was. I mean, who wasn't really?
Alicia Silverstone?
No, that's
Power.
Amy Jo Johnson.
Oh fuck! I mean, frack.
Yes, Jason's doing some editing now.
I'm doing some editing tonight. Well,
Well,
not tonight. I'm gonna be celebrating.
Time code 38. 30. Yeah. Time code 38.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm doing some. I'm gonna be partying with friends tonight. So yeah, I'm not touching this episode tonight. This is gonna go up on a later date.
So I've got speaking of friends and multiplayer.
Okay.
I've got a topic.
Okay.
So I recently bought into the hype. Have you guys heard of this game called The Flock?
I have not. I don't know what
Yes,
the flock
is that
you're talking
the
about.
one where the entire community has a set number of lives, and then as players die, like you can never get them back, and eventually the game will just come to an end because there are no more lives left.
Correct. And it's at I think they start about 2 million lives. And it's a weird, it's like a really neat premise. Like the idea is like the Earth has been destroyed, mankind has evolved into this weird kind of feral beast that you're basically playing a silent angel kind of thing, or you've seen from the Doctor Who verse.
Yes, I have met them. They're
Yeah.
creepy as all hell.
Yeah.
It's kind of capture the flaggy in that there's one guy with a flashlight, and if he sees you moving and he has his light shined on you, you take damage. But if you hold still, you're just fine. So you just it's kind of like this weird kind of horror game. And this would be really cool in the fact that there's a limited number of lives. Like, and every time someone dies, it goes down. The problem is they didn't program it really well, and I'm really mad.
Describe what you mean by they didn't program
what's wrong with it?
very well.
So I've got a very reasonable machine. It's got it's not the best machine out there. Like, it's not future proofed, but I can run Heroes of the Storm like consistently, like silky smooth. I'm trying to I haven't tried The Witcher. I'm trying to think of I haven't benchmarked it against something like crazy. But this is a game that is not The Witcher 3.
Okay.
It chugs. It chugs along, and it chugs along so badly that it actively detracts from the experience.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
So just to be clear here, so one person is playing this person with a flashlight, right? Is everybody else in the match playing
Like these kind of horrible monster things.
And
And
how
they're-
many people are in a match?
I think you can have up to 6.
Okay, so it's 1v5 kind of thing,
Yeah.
or
And if you kill the person with the flashlight, you get the flashlight.
oh,
Okay. So
That's
it's kind of
interesting.
like VIP, not VIP. It's like one of those like tag games or whatever, where it's like you have to kill the person and you're the Juggernaut or whatever.
Right.
It might be
Gotcha.
called Juggernaut.
And you can turn off the flashlight because you can see the flashlight from practically halfway across the map. Just like
So they
a
know where
diffuse
you are,
light.
right?
Yeah, they know exactly where you are. But you can also turn it off, but then you can't damage anyone. And the monsters are quick and deadly. Like it's like kind of one-hit kills.
It almost sounds like Five Nights at Freddy's, the multiplayer game.
Actually, kind of is.
huh?
And is the game exclusively PvP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, what happens when they run out of lives, right? The
Right.
game is just defunct, then, correct?
Right. So which is the interesting part to me, in that they said there's going to be a kind of a climax, some kind of special event, and then like the game just won't work anymore.
That's kind of awesome, but at the
weird
same time,
from a
Yeah.
business
It reminds
standpoint.
me of what oh my gosh, Metal Gear Solid creator
Kojima?
Hideo Kojima. Thank you. Gosh, I'm blanking on everything today. Kojima had an idea for a game to where if you died, it just won't work, and so you'd have to buy multiple copies of it. But like you'd also
Yeah.
make them like very cheap, so it kind of sounds like that.
Okay, that sounds exactly like an arcade game where you got to put a quarter in because you died. I mean,
My only issue
That's
is the game
true.
is like $17, and it
Yeah, so
GameStop's
why would you do that?
working
Yeah,
for
no.
$17.
No.
That's
The thing is, like, so I was playing this weekend. They haven't even cracked, like, I think even 100,000 deaths. Like,
okay.
so
So
this thing is going down. So let me see. I wonder
See,
if there's
the first time I heard about this game, I was thinking of Dark Souls 2. And in 2, there is a statue where you can go to, and it will tell you how many times you've died, or how many times the entire population of Dark Souls 2 players have died ever. And I just remember going there within the first hour of the game's launch and already seeing, 100,000 deaths. It was ridiculous. So I was wondering if this game was going to be that difficult and that soul-sucking,
So never. It's not 2 million. It's 200 million lives.
Okay.
And so, like, I think we're good for, like, this game is going to run for a good long time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which is good because from a business standpoint, it doesn't make sense to not
And
not
I mean,
create longevity to your game.
Well, the thing is, like, they're a small indie game. They probably only have a very limited window of longevity anyway. So maybe now they're building some heat.
I guess so.
I suppose. Yeah.
It's an interesting idea. I just don't know. I guess
weird, though.
It depends on how quickly they can get down there and what kind of end game they're looking at.
Yeah, and I think the game needs to put a better showing, like just better performance out.
Yeah.
So, no, it's not. They're not. Yeah, the reviews were not very positive, and they were just hurt by the fact that your game is not optimized well.
Yeah.
Right, and that's sort of the thing in the industry right now is games not being optimized correctly to run on whatever console they're launching for. People are really sensitive to that at this moment because of games like Batman and Unity and right, it was Assassin's Creed Unity.
Yeah.
That was the bad one.
For some reason, I thought like the Unity engine for a second. Like, wait, an entire game engine just pretty much broke.
Well, that's where a lot of and not to bash Unity because there are some games that are done pretty well with Unity, but that's where a lot of some of the schlock on Steam comes from.
Yeah, and I mean,
where half of Jim Sterling's videos come from. It's like him playing Unity games.
Yeah.
Real quick, what's my favorite movie?
Tron Legacy.
Thank you.
Wow, really?
Yes. Wow. Love that movie. I know.
Wow.
I know.
Whew.
Number 2.
No idea.
Indiana Jones.
No.
The second one.
Star Wars.
Movie with Chris Hemsworth.
Thor?
No.
Thor 2.
No.
Star Trek?
No.
Thor 3.
No.
Thor 3's out? Avengers?
Thor 5.
Yes. I mean, no.
Avengers?
No.
I know he was in other things.
Yes.
But we don't know.
Cabin in the Woods?
Thank you.
Okay.
Such a good movie, too.
Now that was a good movie.
Yeah.
I do enjoy that movie.
So apparently Aqua Teen Hunger Force had its final episode. Did you guys realize that?
No.
Or did no one even care?
I forgot it was a thing.
When was so they had its final episode, but when was the last episode before that?
What, of Aqua Teen?
Has it been continuously running?
I think it's been continuously running. Like, I haven't watched it in about a year or two. Just like, because I feel like no episode has ever come close to the greatness that was Hand Banana.
I mean, I was a huge, and back in the day, I was a huge Aqua Teen fan.
Yeah. Which, don't get me wrong, by the way, because I have a friend that, helps create, Aqua Teen and Squidbillies. Like, it was a good show, but, the Hand Banana was just, the pinnacle episode to me.
I just, since we cut our cable and don't have Adult Swim anymore, it's just kind of hard to keep up, I guess.
Yeah. Have you at least watched Rick and Morty online?
Yeah. I have not watched season 2.
I've watched a few episodes of season 2, and it's good.
I assume it is.
Rick and Morty is a fantastic show.
Rick and Morty's amazing. The one episode I watched also had a community reference on it. It was hysterical.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. So there was a nice little dig on not dig on Community, but the network that had Community. Let's just say that.
Gotcha.
So, all right. Well, this was fun. Guys, thank you very much for joining me, and thank you guys very much for watching or listening. Whether you're watching us on YouTube or listening to us on a podcast, thank you for making us a part of your day. You can follow me on Twitter at Chase Bunker, or you can follow the show on Twitter at @that_game_show. You can follow Murph on Twitter at Dork Knight Show. I said it right this time. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/thatnewshowshow, and also subscribe to us on YouTube for more videos. Right now I'm going through Vlogus. They're all mostly awful, but there's occasionally some good videos every once in a while. Yeah.
Way to sell it.
It is. I think next year if I do Vlogus again, first off, I hate that I thought I was being creative by calling it Vlogus. No, apparently this is actually a thing, and I didn't know that.
Sorry, buddy.
I know, it's okay.
Yeah, it happens.
But
so look, NaNoWriMo's coming up, just to cut you off there. National Writer Novel Month.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. I will not be doing that.
No, because that requires.
Come on, guys, let's do it. Let's do it.
Wait,
Let's
okay.
write a novel.
That will be next episode. We're gonna try to create a
Collaborative
novel.
All right.
Which I think brush up on your improv skills, because we're gonna make up a paragraph every time. No, okay.
Okay. Well.
Nope. Too many no's.
Could sell it.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Nope. All right.
We need a few more spicy drinks to make that work out.
All right.
I agree with that.
Spicy drinks. That's just,
Tuesday's not my drinking night.
yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Wednesday, however.
All right. Wednesdays. All right.
You think I'm joking?
All right, guys. Thank you very
the
much for
other
watching,
podcast.
and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.